Welcome to Twale TV Sport. We're back, like we told you yesterday. The consistency you've been asking for, we got it, and you're going to be seeing us very often, most likely every day. But who have we got in the studio today before I go any further? Our regular guest, Mr. Olu. Please welcome Mr. Olu for us. Welcome, Mr. Olu, our Man U guest. I'm happy to have you here, Mr. Olu. It's been non-stop Man U's problem, to be honest with you, and I thought it would be unfair for me to start talking about Man U. Yesterday, I said that I would leave Man U's problem for now. And I was watching some of the podcasts I did about a few weeks ago, and a title was there that Man U's unending problem. And I couldn't think of anything else to describe the situation again now at Man U. Okay, first of all, let me welcome you before I start having a go at you.
I know it seems to be Man U bashing season, but
let's go. You ready? Oh, I'm pleased. At least he knows why he's here. I can't be bashing Man U without having a Man U fan next to me. It makes sense because, to be honest, look, Ralph Ragnick, your former manager, he said Man U's problem is like open heart surgery. Ronaldo, he said nothing has changed since he last left Old Trafford, when he left, of course, second time. Mourinho said coming second and winning the League Cup is the biggest achievement of his career with all the problems at Man U. And now you have Jadon Sancho going back to Dortmund, your so-called golden boy. When you brought him, you thought he was going to do the magic, blah, blah, blah. And then Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the new shareholder with 25%, it was kind of insinuating, or maybe it's media a couple of weeks ago, that, he's thinking of bringing Graham Potter as a replacement for Ten Hag if he gets sacked. Are you going from frying pan to fire, or is there any light at the end of the tunnel? Because I can't understand what's going on at Man U.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
I think since 2013, since the greatest of all time retired, we have tried a number of managerial appointments. We've tried the world-class manager. No, we've tried David Moyes.
Yes.
The domestic
champion at the time.
Local champion.
Champion.
Only on Merseyside, by the way.
Okay.
But, local champion, a Merseyside champion in David Moyes. Young British manager. It didn't work. Then we went to Louis van Gaal.
He won UEFA Cup, but still it wasn't enough, and it didn't work.
His
style of play didn't suit you guys.
It didn't work. Then we thought, okay, let's go for a tough guy. We went for Jose Mourinho, a guy, a proven winner, domestically, internationally.
Who can wield he can wield the axe if he needs to. Yeah. He destroyed the dressing room. As usual.
He basically set the place on fire.
Exactly. But sorry, I won't criticize Mourinho for that, because if you're getting Mourinho, you have to take him with his baggage.
Of course.
So I apologize for interrupting you, but I'll let you continue. But that's Mourinho. That's how I see him.
So the tough guy.
You want the trophy from Mourinho? Take his baggage.
Yeah. So that didn't work. Then we said, it's too tough. We need someone a bit more calmer and softer. So we went for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. True Man U
Ex-player.
Nice guy.
It's too nice.
A nearly man. I saw your podcast yesterday about Pochettino. For
calling him nearly.
Nearly man. Solskjaer is in that
also nearly. Yes.
Brilliant manager. I think he performed miracles with the squad he had. It didn't work. Then we had Carrick for one game. Then we brought in Ralph Ragnick, which for me was the worst decision ever. He came in and just basically destroyed the place in 6-7 months. And then we went for the meticulous planner, a tactician in Eric Ten Hag, who, from my view, from my own humble view, I think has performed miracles last season. He overachieved in not only obtaining the third place.
He got to two finals, 1-1.
Two finals, 1-1. I think he did brilliantly. Yeah, if anything, he overachieved.
Okay. If you have to look put into perspective the
Yeah.
problems
Yeah,
he inherited.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think every single one of the decisions he made last season was the right decision.
What's the way forward now, Mr. Olu?
So the way
You are in serious problem.
listen,
The whole world knows you're in serious problem.
it's
I know
simple.
you're in serious problem.
It's simple. It's simple, right? When Eric Ten Hag was brought on board, every single Man United fan, at least the sensible and logical ones, knew this wasn't a quick job.
It will take time to fix.
I saw your podcast yesterday saying that, and I know saying that Pochettino is with that squad. No manager comes into a club and expecting miracles straight away. It's
And Postecoglou did it with Tottenham, though.
listen. Let's see where they are come end of the season.
No. The reason I said that is because he's had his blip. I always wait for that blip.
Let's see what
That's-
they're like in their second season.
Okay, that's another thing we have to wait for. But I always wait for managers' first, blip to see how they deal with it. He had 3 defeats on the trot and a draw, which is meaning
But you know one
having 1 point out
you
of
know-
possible 12, and he's recovered really
Do
well.
you know one difference? One
Yeah.
key difference. Tottenham only have league matches. They're not in Europe. So they can train during the week. Clubs like Man U, we have a game every 3 days. Last season,
That's a good point.
Last season we
That's a
played
good point.
close to 60 games. Okay.
So what's the way forward for Man U?
The way forward, and I've been saying
Because
I've
Sir
been
Jim
saying-
Ratcliffe mentioning Graham Potter, he just destroys the whole thing in my head.
that
I don't
was-
even know what to think again.
that was
okay,
disheartening hearing that. So I'm hoping it's just a rumor. and the reason why I say that,
I hope he employs him so your problem continues.
for me, the way forward for Ten Hag is for us to continue with him.
Mm-hmm.
I think this guy's a good manager. I think he overachieved last season. We've had a number of injuries. And let me give you some stats. Let me give you some data. This season, Man City, the 2 best clubs over the last 6 years, City and Liverpool. Right? Can we agree on that? This season, City have been without their best player and most influential player, which is
De
Rodri.
Bruyne.
No,
Rodri.
Rodri.
No, De Bruyne too is not even playing for the last couple
when
of months or
Rodri
so.
doesn't play, they feel
I know.
it. Rodri didn't play for 4 games. One player that is.
And look at where they are.
They lost 3 games and drew 1. Liverpool last season had Virgil van Dijk out from or coming back from injury from the previous season, so it wasn't the same.
And it does.
You
It
saw
did affect.
Liverpool.
I
They
know.
finished 5th last season. They conceded 5 to Real Madrid, conceded 4 to Napoli, lost
Okay.
3 successive matches on the
Okay,
show.
Mr. Olu.
So when you look at
For we haters, Man U haters.
so injuries.
Okay.
Until we have our best team, we've had a number of injuries.
Okay,
Key
injury.
Key players like Casemiro, Martinez. Sure.
All right,
These
let me put it this way. I understand all of your point. All the
So
points you've
the
been.
man has to be given breathing space. Once all the key players are back, then we can judge him.
If it's just the key players
Yeah.
missing and the bad results or whatever, it's kind of understandable that you give him time.
Yeah.
But don't you think the man has lost the dressing room?
No.
He's had scuffle with he
it-
had scuffle with Rashford. Remember, I put Rashford on the bench, and Rashford wasn't happy. Only weeks ago.
And rightly so.
Yeah, rightly so. But if in the dressing room you got a couple of players standing up to you and looking you in the face
It's
and
normal.
challenging your authority,
It's normal.
it's not normal when it's more than one player.
Listen,
Because Sancho did the same thing to him. Rashford did it to him. We don't know how many people else have done it to him. All we are hearing now is that he's lost the dressing room.
so Omar, Mr. Omar, it's fine. Sancho, no sane person can actually be on Sancho's side.
Okay.
You don't challenge your boss by calling him a liar. So it's made the right decision. Sancho knows what he has to do.
Man
For me-
U's unending problem is still unending.
For me, I think come end of the season, I still see us finishing top 4, top 5.
Are you having a laugh?
Remember last year, I told you, I came on here, I told you we'll finish top 3
4.
and we'll win a trophy. And that's
you did.
exactly what we did.
I have to be careful now because I really don't want to be rubbishing your predictions because you have given me couple of reasons not to.
And I
right?
told you about Arsenal last
You
season as
told
well.
me about Arsenal, even though I was only supporting Arsenal emotionally.
Yeah.
Even looking at the facts, I know they can bottle it, and they did. So looking at the things you've said that got to me, because I listened, and I listened to what you said about Fulham manager.
Yeah.
That is learned his lesson, is more pragmatic, because I wasn't really aware of that until you said it, and I saw the way Fulham plays, and I thought this guy is learned his lesson from Hull, Watford, and everything.
Of course.
So he's now a real formidable Premiership maniger. So he's turned things around. So I'll listen to you now, but I won't listen to you on Manchester United's problem.
One thing I would say about Ten Hag, he has made mistakes. So I'm not going to say
the man hasn't got the stature to run Manchester United.
I disagree.
I think a club like Manchester United, like Liverpool, like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Chelsea has just joined the rank in the last decade. They have created a culture whereby a manager that will sustain them, that will keep them on the ground, has to be of some certain
So who would you put
stature.
there? So like who?
Yeah, but there's nobody around. That's the problem.
So you keep what you have.
You just like you said, I think you said it off air. We were just having a discussion. You said, man, you should have broken the bank and paid 150 million for Harry,
Of course.
which was what Daniel Levy was asking for.
So,
You should have paid extra 50 million to get Harry Kane last season, which you didn't. And
so I didn't want to mention the owners.
I know.
But the owners are also
the real problem with Manchester United, we know, lies with the Glazer family.
But
okay,
there's no point going into that.
Because they are doing only one thing they're doing right: merchandising.
Exactly.
They're maximizing everything to do with profit. They're getting the profit, and that's why they don't really care about selling Man U. Man U is not in financial problem, regardless of all the billions or the millions you're spending. They're not in financial problem. They keep. Who was there last? Solskjaer. When he left, he spent some money, bought some couple of players. When Ten Hag came, we thought, okay, where are they going to find the money again? They gave him 100 million to sign.
But that was a credit facility, so it's basically a loan, which they borrowed
all the time.
Which
So
they borrowed.
Man U fans,
so
no solution really.
No. The solution.
I
is,
thought Mr. Olu would bring some solution.
So the solution you were hoping is for me to say he should be fired, which I
Well,
don't believe.
well,
I believe every manager should be given time.
Okay.
And the man has had 1.5 seasons. He overachieved in season 1. He's going through a bad blip. It doesn't mean you fire him at the first time he has a bad blip.
Okay, now the reason why Ten Hag should be fired, I'll tell you now, because this podcast shouldn't be more than 10 minutes, to be honest. But I thought I'm gonna give this man enough time. Okay, I don't care. We've done 12 minutes. We're gonna have a go. Now, one of the main reasons you're joining the bandwagon now, Gary Neville, Rio Ferdinand, when Ten Hag was signed, oh yeah, we have to give him time. He's the best, blah, 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 best thing that could have happened to us. So when Ronaldo left after that scuffle with him, they couldn't bring themselves to really abuse Ronaldo because he's their friend. So they were sitting on the fence and saying, okay, yeah, Ronaldo shouldn't be doing that, instead of actually telling Ronaldo off. They couldn't. Rio Ferdinand couldn't even get close to it. He's too friendly with Ronaldo. Now, Rio Ferdinand, Gary Neville in the same camp. Paul Scholes and Roy Keane in one other camp. They tell it like it is. Okay? You seems to be with Ronaldo, with Gary Neville and Rio Ferdinand.
Not at all.
My view, my take is that Ten Hag hasn't got the stature, the caliber of a manager that will rescue Manchester United. Unfortunately, you've given me the answer. Who is to do it? Nobody. The only person around that can do it, it was rumored about a few months ago that he's going to leave Real Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti.
But don't forget, Carlo Ancelotti at Everton was a disaster.
No, it wasn't a disaster, because top managers don't necessarily make it at middle of the table clubs. Their brain is designed to deal with top clubs. So if you take Mourinho to Burnley, he probably struggle. If you take Jurgen Klopp to go and manage Luton, you probably struggle.
In saying that, if I had a choice today, and if worse was to happen and I had to get rid of Ten Hag, which I'm not.
Yeah, but you shouldn't. You
I-
said it. You
I
made the
wouldn't.
right.
I
You said
wouldn't.
the right
You have
thing
to back
because
your
there's
manager.
nobody else.
But if I could have any manager,
Yeah.
I would go for Carlo. But that's not going to happen. He's just recently signed a 2-year new.
You can still do it if
No,
if
no,
truly
no,
if
he
truly the
signed-
rumor was true
no,
that he wanted to go to
he
Brazil
was never going to Brazil.
and it is decided to stay. Man U can
already-
still get
he's
him.
already signed an additional 2-year contract with Real Madrid.
So, Man U fans, I'm sorry. We spent 15 minutes. We still can't find a solution to your problems. Mr. Olu has traveled all the way to come here. I thought he's going to give me something that will make me think that, there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
The light
There's
at the
no
end-
light at the end of the
light
tunnel
at the
for
end of the
you.
tunnel is to you back your manager. A lot of people got rid of Sir Alex Ferguson. In the first 3 years, we never would have achieved what we did.
Yeah, Alex Ferguson
Klopp,
didn't win
Klopp,
anything for
look
four,
at Mikel
3-4
Arteta.
years.
Look at Mikel Arteta. In his first 2 years, Arsenal finished eighth.
Because he won FA Cup.
They bottled the top four and finished fifth. Then they came second.
I think
but
the-
the first 2-3 years was a disaster for Arsenal under Mikel Arteta.
Yeah, he won FA Cup for
But did he achieve as much as Ten Hag in his first season? No.
Okay. All right. Your view, let's leave Ten Hag. My view, I don't trust skinny men in baggy suits. Okay? Ten Hag for me, wearing baggy suits, I just look at him funny that this guy doesn't fit into
The
the,
devil in the detail.
All right, guys. Well, Mr. Olu is coming back again, okay? I just thought I can't really have a go at Man U without having somebody to, defend them. And he's tried his best. But for me, his best is not cutting it for me. But we have to thank you for coming, Mr. Olu.
Roman Abramovich.
It's a long time we've had 16 minutes podcast. Trust me. I'm
Calm down.
All right, guys. Stay tuned. Catch up with us. Mr. Olu is coming back during the week again. And you would hear him. Well, I don't know what topic we're going to debate. Maybe I'll bring him to
Chelsea. Let's
have
go
a go.
Chelsea
Okay.
next time.
I'll let him have a go at Chelsea and I'll try and defend my club. But apart from that, it's a good pundit. I love his analysis. And he will come back for that reason. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Keep loving us. Keep watching us.
Thank you.
And until we see you again, we say hasta la vista, baby. Ciao.
It's Wale.